What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. You know, while you watch this at speed, I'm just going to say it. EA needs to refund anybody who bought this game. Okay, dual entitlement to me is not enough to make up for this, because some people won't have the newer generation console. Some people may never want to play this game again after this. This is an unfinished game that has extremely poor player movement, is very animation dependent, and has player bodies and models that aren't even respected in the game. And there's no excuse for putting out a game like this. I want to start by talking about that player movement, because as you see Jones get this handoff and start to run, the game is looking AI-wise for which gap to hit. And look at how it moves him. We were told natural, realistic movements. There's nothing natural or realistic about a player turning this way. These are things that should be programmed out of a game long before it gets to the consumer, or at least refined to the point that the user doesn't see them. Now, it gets no better from here, because when we talk about the line he picks, he actually runs through a gap that is set by this. I want you to understand, this is Madden 21. This is the blocking that we're looking at. Two linemen pulled through each other, whether you're talking about offensive or defensive. As a gamer, how are you supposed to read a running lane by seeing this visual cue of two players gliding through each other? This isn't even basics of football. Now, as they go into this block, obviously, Bobby Okereke gets let go and becomes a main part in this play ending. Now, I want to say that I don't disagree with all of this. You know, this stiff arm isn't that bad. But the reality is we still face the core issue that players can't branch onto animations. And as the tackle happens, every other player in front of the halfback becomes meaningless because physics are not in this game. Not only that, despite physics not being included, you can see this is another example of players shifting and warping through each other because the player models do not respect each other on field. Any of this can be seen by someone just pausing the game and looking at any play. Now, I understand people will argue, well, this is interpolation, because we've had that conversation before. This isn't what the game is actually doing or showing you. It's just the way the game looks on a replay. The game is more powerful than the replay. But understand, it's not. These two players can't actually tackle him because of the tackle animations in this game. And it's not just this one play. You literally cannot have a drive get completed in this game without seeing logic and interactions like this. So we advance now till the 15-yard line. And you can see nearly a carbon copy of the same issue. Now, we're going to go back and take a look at this from a couple different angles, but I want to just keep continuity here and show you that 459, this is the run play that we just went over. You've got the two linemen shifting through. He hits the gap, does the stiff arm, throws the corner to the side, goes up. Now, keeping this going forward, just a handful of plays later, we've got a scenario where he's not going to have a gap in the line, even though the computer's going to look for it. And he's going to run right in the back of these linemen. Now, I'm going to show this to you from a couple different angles, and we're going to slow it down. And I want somebody to honestly tell me at EA Sports, this is a product you're happy with and proud to sell to a consumer. Because unfortunately, unlike the first one, I can't sit here and try to break down for you what's happening, or try to explain to you the blocking assignments, or what the AI was trying to think. I mean, I know that two players go out to double team block, but beyond that, you've got linebackers shifting through defensive linemen. You've got offensive linemen just crashing together, hoping to hit a defensive player. You've got offensive players turning in the field, trying to go upfield. How is this replicating football? How are you selling this as a game to someone? How are you offering, in terms of pre-game promotion, anything regarding player movement or any type of refined gameplay? This is what you expect, honestly, from a mobile game. This is what you expect from a free-to-play game, not a game that is sold as a brand new version at a full price tag. No matter what angle you look at this from, it's literally 3 players trying to block 3 players and all of them shifting together. This image right here says all you need to know about where this game is. Not one player, much like the customer, is respected in this game. You are the only company that can make simulation-based football. And rather than sit down and try to create the most high-quality game that you can, you sat down and focused on the yard. You sat down and focused on Superstar KO mode. You sit down and worry about game modes that equate to microtransaction sales. Meanwhile, the people that actually buy the game, that don't look at those avenues to spend more money on this product, are left with a game replicating football like this, where we can't even try to assign what a player will do. We can't even go in and create custom plays. We have no freedom to express ourselves in creating a uniform, a team, or a stadium. Yet on the other side, they have the ability to go and buy custom visors and cleats and jerseys and whatever they want. And while some of us would be forgiving of that if we had decent gameplay to fall back on, the reality is these 2 running plays have shown you just how beyond poor this game is. Now, I don't know if the NFL's license means they have to put out a game each year, including on years the consoles are going to change, but anyone that made this game looked at this game and said, yes, we need to sell this to our consumers, isn't being honest with themselves about the quality of this product. And I was glad to see at least one magazine pointing out this game not progressing forward. This is the opposite of going forward. This is going backwards. And the only way that something like this can be fixed is by scrapping this game engine and starting over completely. There's no excuse as gamers, regardless of whether there's an exclusive agreement or not, that we continue to have to play a game that is made with such lack of care, such lack of commitment to quality, and such low standards. So as I said, anyone that's played this game can attest to plays like this. EA, I think it's time you step up, admit what you've done with this product, refund your customer if they want it, and earn our purchase again by putting out a quality game, because you sure haven't done that the last number of years. Appreciate you guys checking this out. You know I will be back in the week with more comments.